Hello! Whoa. Notice anything different? I can walk around now. You're on a tripod. Which is kind of cool, I think. I don't know. It's cool to me.
I can make you feel alive.
I know, but do I need you to survive?
So, my friend and I were talking on Snapchat, and this idea or theory came up. Y'all know Pixar, right? They basically give everything feelings. We went with that, but deeper. So the idea is literally everything can feel everything, and they have emotions and feelings. The idea is that, like, every single thing has an emotion or feeling. Whenever you're putting your clothes on, they're being tortured. Like, it's painful for the fabric. And we were talking about water and how, like, water could constantly be in pain because of the fish, but it's also inflicting pain because, like, the water is inflicting pain on the sand because it's constantly pushing down, and the sand's like, oh my fucking god, bitch, ah! And, like, whatever water lands on is in constant pain. This is the idea and theory that we're talking about. Like, everything is in constant pain, or even worse, imagine you're on your laptop, right? But when you go to click on an application, instead of it being in pain, it's like, oh my god, yes, oh. And, like, it tickles them and they like it. Like, imagine that. You're just chilling on your computer, and one day, like, the freaking application talks back to you. The theory is that everything has feelings. Like, the floor I'm standing on is in pain because I'm standing on it. And the area underneath this house is in pain because the house is on it. And we're just blissfully unaware that everything has a feeling. Like, when we get in our cars are like, Jesus fuck again, and the tires are crying, and the roads we're driving on are sobbing. Everyone is in pain constantly, and we're blissfully unaware because we're the only ones who don't feel that constant pain. Like, there are some objects I feel get to chill. Like, when you buy yeast, I feel like the yeast is just chilling in the packet, but, like, the packet is in constant pain because the yeast is like, yo, what's up? What's good? And then whenever the yeast is poured into, like, a recipe, it's like, oh my fucking god. Like, imagine you're baking something and everything feels it. Like, you're forcing these things together and they feel every bit of it. Like, when you put a pan in, there's multiple things being in constant pain because of you. Because of you, bitch. Imagine that. Imagine just being in constant pain and not being able to say anything. I hate this idea that everything ever is alive. It's awful. It's horrible. But can we prove it wrong? Because if everything is made of atoms, including us, and we're able to feel pain, why wouldn't other things be able to feel pain? And they just can't express it. And, like, are animals also impervious to this? Like, are fish impervious? Like, fish in water, are they just turning the water by living in it? Is the water like, oh my fucking god, when am I gonna catch a fucking break? Like, what if when you die, your hell is just resurrecting as an object? Like, imagine a fucking dildo. Demonetized. Imagine a dildo, right? Used to be a plastic bottle and was recycled, and now it's a dildo and it's living its life out in dildo hell. Like, it is in constant pain. Or does the dildo feel good? See, that's another thing. We don't know. Maybe the dildo's like, oh yeah, shove me up there, girl, yes. We don't know, and we can't prove it. We can't, bro. Prove me wrong. Do a reaction video. I want it. I want to see y'all prove me wrong about things having feelings and being in constant pain. I mean, why would Pixar say it? Someone was on drugs and seen it. Y'all ever seen Sausage Party? What if they're right? Like, what if when we peel a potato, it's like, oh my fucking god, you ripping off me skin. Like, no, what if they're right? We can't even prove it wrong. And like that guy who was on the LSD trip in the movie saw it. What if that's the guy from Pixar? The guy from Pixar who's like, everything has feelings? That was him. He saw the food that was alive. Pixar, entire franchise about things being alive. Bro, I love it. Okay, but like, another thing. Are things on top of each other in pain? Like, say I have, okay, these two. Are they constantly in pain by the stitching? Or no? And when I do this, is this hurting him? Or is it just like me putting my hands on top of each other? It doesn't hurt at all. Like, how do we know? They can't respond. They're stuffed animals that are stitched together. They're stitched together pieces of fabric. How do we know? Tell me, girl. I want to know. I can't even tell you what we were talking about when this conversation started, but it felt like a whole video idea. It felt like I had to make a statement, and I want comments. Please, tell me what you think. Like, when you're typing on your keys, are they in pain, or do they enjoy it? Like, you don't know. You don't know. Like, my friend lost her O key once. Was it escaping because it was in so much pain? Like, when you lose a key, is it that key being like, or I hurt too much, goodbye? You can't prove it. You can't. Like, what if when you go on a walk on grass, it's like, oh my god! Oh jeez, oh my god! Oh, and rain makes it feel better. Like, instead of it being tortured, rain is like, it's like fucking medicine for grass. Rain is like grass. And like when sand gets wet, it gets mushy because it feels better for the sand. Like, rain's medicine now. Makes us sick, so why wouldn't it make nature better? It does. Trees need rain to survival. What do you think? Do objects have feelings? I need to know. And thank you for listening to my rambles. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the future.
French vanilla, I think I should sit this one out. Maybe a cup of self-control would be the right. It's the flavor you want. Maybe so, but it feels better to check than to reflect. Oh.
Tell me if you like this new format. I like being able to walk around in front of my camera and tripod. Goodbye. See you in the future.